Hello traders, welcome back to my channel. Trading with Kingsley signing in. I'm going to be bringing to you guys a top-down analysis one more on currency pairs. Maybe if you have time, we are going to analyze currency pairs, Euro USD, gold forecast for GU for this week. So basically we are going to do a top-down analysis, and when we are doing a top-down analysis, we know the rules. We start from the bigger time frame and go right to the smaller time frame, marking out our key levels and looking for possible entry opportunities. I will share with you an entry opportunity that you don't want to miss as the market opens this week on Euro US dollar. In fact, the price is already at a zone where we need to enter, guys. Make sure you watch to the end and make sure you subscribe to this channel by hitting on the subscribe button and notification bell. If you are new, give us a thumbs up, and see you after the intro. Okay traders, welcome to my channel. I am Full Kingsley. By the grace of God, I bring to you guys strategies, tutorials on the forex market, volatility indices, metals like gold, Nasdaq, VIX75, many other instruments. You want to subscribe to the channel by hitting on the subscribe button and notification bell to not miss out. So this is Euro US dollar. So let's start our top down analysis. We go to a bigger time frame. We look at our key levels, right? So what we want to majorly identify are turning points, support and resistance. This is what moves price, guys. No complication. So we are going to use our trend lines, horizontal lines, and all of that. So if you look at this, you could see that okay, based on this monthly time frame where price was in a downtrend, guys, we are not taking trades based on this time frame, but it helps us in a directional bias. So we just connect, right? So we just make sure we get the touches. You can see we had many touches here, right? So at this point in time, let's just say we had a parallel channel here, right? We had a parallel channel, or let's just extend it to half to make sure we just get that touches, because this is how price moves. This is how price moves in the market. So the bigger time frame will guide us on what to be expecting on the smaller time frame. So if you look at this, you already have a clue that this is a pattern in which price has been moving in, right? So we have a possibility that price is almost or might be breaking. So what we do now is we identify our key levels based on our support and resistance. Now the key levels are regions that price has actually acted or rejected as support, or it has acted as support and resistance in the past. Look at all of these zones where price has acted more than twice. You tend to see that there will be key levels which price will possibly be moving to these zones, right? We just want to identify this zone here, guys. So with time, we train your eyes. The more you train your eyes on charts, you are going to easily spot out these zones, and it's going to help you out a lot in doing your analysis, guys. So if you look at this critically, you are going to see this is what we have here. This is a key level. In fact, let's extend it below here, right? So if you extend it like this, this is what we've got here, and this is, you can see how price has reacted to this zone already. So right, so because this is a resistance zone, in fact this is a zone in which price has been moving within, and when price clear liquidity, it moves above. When price comes clear liquidity, what we call total soap, it moves up. So we have a possibility now that from this price will be breaking out of this, to be going right up to this zone here. That is a possibility. Now that's already what we are expecting from the bigger time frame. Now let's look at the daily time frame, right? So if you drop now further to the daily time frame, we are going to see another possibility. Like I said, we are already having trading opportunities, right? So if you look at this very well, you are going to see that this was trading up, these were trading opportunities last week. You can see this was a small zone here that price total soaked. So price actually cleared this liquidity here. You can see this was a good zone here which price was moving. So if you look very well, you could see, remember our goal is to identify these zones where price has reacted more than once, because these are key levels in which price is going to be reacting, guys. Top down analysis, price action, just a pure way of analyzing charts. So if you look at it very well, you see that okay, this is what happened here. Price was consolidating here based on this time frame, consolidating until it came down, cleared this liquidity, tap below this one here. Normally for swing traders, this would have been a good trading opportunity, guys, because based on what we see on the monthly time frame, this would have been what? This would have been a good opportunity when price came after tapping to this zone and closing above this zone here. This would have been a good swing opportunity, right? Remember, our analysis is not just to forecast for the weeks, to be able to show you how to do your charts, both for swing traders, both for day traders and all of that. So if you look at this now, you will see that okay, finally what happened, we see momentum building here and price is breaking through this zone above there, right? So now if you go now to a smaller time frame, what are we going to see? right? So let us drop further to a smaller time frame. Let's look at the H4 time frame here and see, probably we should have a breakout already. So we have a breakout already based on this time frame. All right, so at this point in time, what do we expect? We expect possibilities, buy possibilities, guys, right? We know that price normally moves in swings. It moves in swings, it moves in impulsive and pullback and impulsive moves. So at this point in time, what do you see? We see an impulsive pullback, and this is the next impulsive move here, right? So let's use our prior tool, and then if I look at it critically, you see that here we have another zone here. Okay, this is a resistance zone based on this trend line. Look at that, guys. So you see this, so you can do it like this. Okay, you can do it like this. You see that, okay, this is a zone where price was walking through. So basically this is zone, this was entry, and now what happened? Price has broken through. So with this breakout, now we have a possibility that, okay, price, this is an entry, right? So this is an entry. If we did this analysis last week, we see this is a rejection candle. This black rejection candle actually rejected and then caused many people to sell, and then what happened? We have a run on liquidity, right? So here, that's a possibility based on the swing setup, right? So when the market is opening, this is what you should be expecting for euro US dollar. But now let's go to a smaller time frame, right? Because it's smaller time frame, so that, because at this point in time, if you want to join this trade, you see that price has already moved like 224 pips, right? Price has pulled back already. Okay, so what do you want to do now? We want to look for entries where, you know, every trader can be able to take. Now if you look at it, you can see that this is an order block here, this is an order block here. So we have a possibility now that we can just join in with this trend here, okay, here, because this order block have been mitigated. Or right, we wait for price to pull back below this zone, and then because if price comes down here, we will clear out the liquidity. Remember, our essence is liquidity. So this was the initial, and this is where we're supposed to take this trade, right? So we are making this analysis a little bit late. This is where we're supposed to enter. This would have got like 200 pips from here to here. So now price has gone up and it has created a high. So looking at smaller time frame, you can see now that we have higher highs and higher lows. So this is basically what we have here. This is another block that's been mitigated. Okay, other block that's been mitigated, and so probably this is continuation. So this is another way to enter this trade. Look at this turning point here. Okay, as market open, guys, you can have this entry like this. That's for euro US dollar. You can have this entry like this. Price could be moving up like that. Okay, so that is it. So you see, from our top down analysis, it has guided us on what to do and where price is possibly moving to. And if you look at going back to a bigger time frame, you can see I've showed you guys how you could have possibly entered, right? And then if you look at maybe based on the weekly time frame, okay, based on the weekly time frame, you see that we have a possibility that price, because normally this is the high, the zone that led to this low, price could be heading right up to this zone here. Because if you look at it now, this is when we actually omitted. We are supposed to draw this zone here, right? We're supposed to do, because this is a key level as well. So as at this point in time, based on swing trading, if you are a swing trader, possibly if this breakout is supposed to hold, then this is the next zone that we are going to be targeting, and that zone, guys, is going to give thousands, hundreds of pips, like 1,100 pips, as you can see there, right? If this breakout hold, but if it happens that this breakout does not hold, right, this could be just a liquidity grab. If it happens that it does not hold, right, remember we already missed the initial entry, right? Price could do something like this and then maybe shut down. Okay, that is a possibility. But if it does this, we are going to be shorting after price retests this zone. We are going to be looking, but now based on this is a very big time frame. So look at, let's go to a small time. We always have our confirmations in smaller time frames, right? So this is the opportunity that we have for this week as market opens, or if price turns to fake out, because normally this is already an impulsive move. So if you are taking this trade here, it's an impulsive move already. Or if it happens to be a fake out, what happens? This is what we should be expecting. Okay, selling here to be targeting this one here, because this is probably a key turning point here, right? So that's how you can do your top down analysis, and then you know the direction of the market, right? Other people will use maybe Fibonacci retracement, maybe in case price start retracing, they were going to be looking. But now we have a very strong bullish bias. I'll prefer to go long, and even if it's scalping, right? So basically that is how you can do a top-down analysis, guys. So I'm going to be top-down analysis. By the way, we have our mentorship program that is opening for the April and May. So if you want to learn from our world of experience, maybe get one-on-one lectures on all of these concepts and any other concepts that can help you to really be consistently profitable, then you want to write us off. We are going to drop a link to our Telegram in this video description and the pinned comment below. We are also going to be bringing more analysis. Maybe we will analyze other pairs and we'll drop them on our Telegram channel. So make sure you join the Telegram channel. The link is also in the pinned comment. Just click and then join, so that you should be able to bring other analysis of other pairs, GU, gold, and other pairs. So that if you look at GU presented amazing trading opportunities last week. We had price already moving very well last week. We got some moves on GU particularly, right? So this is what happened. This is the zone where we took our entries. We took our entry here because normally price was in a downtrend here, and if you look at it very well, price started creating higher highs and higher lows, right? So this is what happened in smaller time frame. In a H4, for instance, so we're going to see we had an uptrending market, but now before the week ended, we had a clear pullback, a very strong pullback. Price created a good support level here. This is another entry method, guys. And what happened? Price thought to so cleared the liquidity that was under this zone here. And what happened from here? This was an amazing entry up there, and price moved up. So this is another entry technique that you can use. Looking at the trend of the market, look at areas where price reject many times. Now when price clears this liquidity here, the liquidity is to fuel the next move, which is going to move right up, guys, because normally for someone to be buying, someone needs to be selling, or someone sells to buy, because normally price will require liquidity. So this was an entry. But now if you look at using this same entry technique, you see that this is the higher zone that was created on GU. Guys, look at how you should be entering your trade when the week opens. So if you look at GU here, you can see this is what happened. This is how you should be entering your trades. This is a key level here. Okay, now you see key rejection, liquidity cleared. What is going to fuel price to move above there. But now if price, though it has cleared liquidity, if price, as the market opens, you can catch this move here, because price could probably move here and then it move right up to that zone there. That could be like 50 pips. Maybe if you get an entry here, or price could pull back to this other block here, right? If it pulls back to this other block here, then we can still get another entry right here. Okay, or maybe even clear below. So we could get an entry here, or if you see price comes and clear below this other block here, right, then we are going to look for that buy there, because we are looking for clearing of this liquidity. We already trading from a continuation. We entered based on this. You can see price move up. What it does, it comes, it clears liquidity under a zone. Like for instance here, when it clears, it moves. When it creates a high, it comes, it clears the liquidity, it moves. So this is the next move that we possibly have. So that is how you should be able to read price action and all of that. So let's quickly look at maybe gold. Guys, this all-time highs. Last week gold kept on creating highs, and now this week, as you can see, okay, I already did analysis on this. You can see that price is rejecting within this level here. So guys, this is basically what we have. If price breaks below here, we could see a pullback that can give us entries, right? We could see price give us entries, maybe for price to pull back. But guys, I wouldn't prefer selling at this point in time. I'll prefer going long, or maybe waiting for what breakouts. You can create breakout. You can easily trade breakout when we have trending market like this. You can see symmetrical triangle. Maybe wait for it to break out and then you buy to the upside. So guys, that is it, guys. Make sure that you watch or you subscribe to this channel if you found any value in this content.